You're here, first and foremost, not to listen to a lecture, but to learn how to be fully present here and now, not just in what you're used to. Because, for example, an artist loves to paint, and they paint in the moment. Someone writes poems, and they write poems in the moment. But that's just 1% of your entire life. Someone, for example, loves planting potatoes. Someone enjoys mushroom picking because they pick mushrooms and are in the moment. They don't think about anything else, just picking mushrooms. And the person who picks mushrooms likes it as a hobby. They relax in it. They don't think about anything else, just picking mushrooms. How often do they pick mushrooms in their life? How many times a year? Not so often. And most of their life is usually spent in tension, but when they pick mushrooms, they relax. I'm here because I simply want people to learn how to not just have the opportunity to be in the moment during their favorite activities, like mushroom picking or dancing. Imagine a person simply walks, and their favorite song comes on. That's it. Goodbye, everyone. I've seen various cases. People love different things. Laska Vime, or something like that. Youth songs, whatever they're called. A person might be busy. Something very important might be happening. But when that music comes on, they say, stop. And they start to sing. They forget everything. They're in the moment. When it ends, he snaps back like, okay, let's continue. That's all. So, in everyone's life, there are these little moments that open the door to the present moment. But, unfortunately, for us, such a door becomes an event, happening, God willing, once a week in someone's life. But this just happens because we're used to being in the moment, only in something specific. But when, for example, we, let's say, go from one point to another and we have a certain path, it is as if it's impossible to be in the moment while on this path. Why? Because we don't like it yet. We like what we're approaching. I know that picking mushrooms, I'll enjoy it. But while I'm driving to pick mushrooms, there's such a road. I got a flat tire. I don't like this whole plot. I can't be in the moment. I'm only interested in picking mushrooms in the moment. But all this scenario can be an opportunity to be in the moment. You're pumping the tire, pump the tire, driving over bumps, drive over bumps. But when you're driving over bumps, you're already waiting for the mushrooms. When you're pumping the tire, you say, why did I go mushroom picking? And when you're picking mushrooms, you suddenly pick mushrooms. You reach the meadow and breathe out. Finally, I arrived. That's it. Goodbye, everyone. But the whole journey could have been like that. And when you come here, I want you to come. And first of all, learn to feel as comfortable as possible. And feeling as comfortable as possible doesn't mean only having something specific. First and foremost, feeling as comfortable as possible means being here now with all your attention. Why? I, for example, can dress in any clothes that are, let's say, comfortable for me. But if I'm experiencing some internal chaos, I will be scared. I will feel uncomfortable conducting this meeting. I will be afraid to say something wrong. I will be nervous about something else. That won't be comfort. But if I'm fully here now in this moment, then your question and my answer listen carefully, are not something super serious. For me, this is being in the present moment. I listen to your question like the singing of a bird. But since birds don't ask me anything, I don't have to answer. A bird has no problems, or at least, thank God, I don't understand its problems yet. It just sings and delights me. It might be asking, how to get out of the mind, how to get out of the mind. I don't understand it. I say, oh, how well you sing. It doesn't work like that here. I can't just say, you sing so well. Some solution is needed. But there is this responsibility and such an inner feeling. I don't want to use the word desire, but let it be desire, so that our dialogue becomes useful, so that it opens what you're looking for. But if a person immerses only in the fact that this is something serious, this is a lecture, I must see something, write it down, remember it, this way, you miss this presence. The presence here, now, is the foundation. Therefore, coming here, first and foremost, you just need to sit down, relax. You're here to feel the presence in the present as you felt it once, somewhere, or you feel it in those little things, in which you manage to do it, in which you like to be. Someone experiences joy and finds themselves in the present moment when, after a long day at work, they take off their shoes. In that instant, for 2 seconds, they are in the present moment. How good it feels. They weren't in the moment when they were walking home. Why? They were walking home, their feet hurt so much that they were waiting for the moment when they would finally take off their sneakers. They were always thinking and waiting for that very moment. They were waiting for the moment. And suddenly, they arrived, and they're taking them off. And when they take off those shoes, for them, the entire world ceases to exist. Just for that second. All they have left is pleasure. In that moment, they think of nothing else. They need nothing else in life at that moment. For that second, they need nothing more. Perhaps before that, they needed wealth, love, and recognition. Everything was necessary. But in that moment, when they take off that first heel with calluses, they're happy. Their life is complete. At that moment, that's all. They surrender. But just for a second. Then they take them off and realize it would be nice to eat. I wonder if my wife cooked anything. They begin looking for something. And they miss everything again, not in the moment. Therefore, the essence is not that this moment is something difficult to achieve. This moment is the simplest thing there is. You just try to enter this moment through the past or future. But this moment is precisely what you feel right now, what you sense, where you are right now. This is what should be given attention. And then, you don't look for the present moment. It turns out to be the only thing that exists right now. And your mind automatically then falls silent. Then you're here first and foremost, not just to understand something. You will understand something anyway, automatically. First and foremost, you're here to feel what it's like to be in the moment, here, among a crowd of people. Not just, for example, when you're painting, or not just when writing poems, or not just when swimming or doing something else. and to learn to become aware of how this can be brought into your life, into any processes. Because even taking off shoes can become a trigger for immersion in the present moment, not to mention other processes that you do all the time in your life.